a while ago I did a short video clip highlight of the 135 episode of EFAP. I really enjoyed making it myself, just like putting the clips together, sharing them around, and that did pretty well. I figured why not do that again with the new Spider-Man movie and the podcast on it. Now, I want to say, this one's mostly TASM based, but if this does well enough, I might do a follow-up with the talking parts of the other characters and so on and such. Want to note that there will be spoilers ahead, heavy ones, so don't watch this if you haven't seen the movie, and if you have, maybe go check out the original podcast. I know it's 8 hours long, but hey, it's fun. Please do it. Alright, enjoy.
I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but only the villains that came through were the only ones that had a contract with Sony Pictures. Isn't that weird to you guys?
Did they all have? Huh? Okay.
Wait. What?
Joking. It was a joke.
Well,
No,
no,
joke.
because-
But the only villains that got through were the ones that had contracts with Sony Pictures. My joke is that the only ones
Yes.
that got through are the famous ones. Yeah.
I guess what I'm now thinking, because we had the Sinister Five, right? I'm surprised they didn't pull in a sixth
They did.
one just to get the number.
Sinister
Oh,
Six
they did.
does
That's
sound
right.
better.
He just wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
He
The
was
sixth
in
one got
part.
lost along the way and then just got drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of hoping that they'd pull in like that. We would get like at least one villain from like the MCU Spider-Man to kind of round it out. So we have like a couple from the TASM films, a couple from the.
I
We
guess-
need to
one
have
of them
Mysterio,
together.
maybe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like because he wouldn't be there for the same reason, it would just be like, also Mysterio is here. Like,
Yeah, and Vulture
I'm
isn't going to be
evil.
here. He's a good man.
And we-
Well, not a
and
good man, but he's on Spider-Man's side a bit.
And we're already juggling quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
This
got
could
lots
get
to do.
really out of hand if they start doing that. I mean, the Into the Spider-Verse introduced Spider Pig. I mean, you can go crazy with it, but I think that they probably wanted to trim the fat, so to speak, and just kind of make sure that they kind of keep it slim enough.
mean,
so that
They wanted to save their bacon.
Yeah.
I will say the film probably would have been. It could have been improved if Spider Pig was there,
Oh, yeah.
swinging around helping out.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you meet
Let's,
Howard?
Instead of
let's be
Doctor
honest,
Strange.
live action Nicolas Cage playing Noir Spider-Man.
Holy shit!
Yes,
that would've
please.
been cool.
I would love it.
I don't know if any of you guys felt this or if you felt that it worked with the character, but I felt like Flint was probably one of the weaker ones for acting, and the one that really stood out to me is when he gets teleported by Spider-Man, and like the first thing he says is, "Ah, what is this?" And it's like,
Yeah.
oh god, that was,
Yeah, Sandman was a bit off for me. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit dull. I felt, but I mean, to be fair, he wasn't given a whole lot to do. So he was like, "Oh no, I'm trapped. This is annoying."
He just felt like he was around.
yeah, a little bit.
He
Yeah,
was,
I was about to
pretty much
say.
just around
Well,
for this film. Yeah.
Compare that performance with Lizards, where every line is awesome to listen to because it's like this
Yep.
Yeah.
verified.
Lizard
Well,
sounded amazing. I love the Lizard voice, the actor, but I got to say he is the most useless villain in the whole gang. He had nothing to do. So, like, they tried to give him a little bit later on.
I like
but
when he sits on the couch and he makes the couch messy and he's like, "Sorry."
that's Mudman. That's not Lizard.
Sorry.
that's Mudman. Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Within- within the
Mudman.
truck.
I
Just
thought we were still
chill out.
talking about. I thought we were still talking about Mudman. I got
Wow.
confused again.
Oh, get this guy out of here! Fucking ban right now.
Mudman and Dirt Boy.
11-month sub banned.
ban.
Band. You
Don't ban anybody right now,
Band.
Caddy.
You agree with me?
So the crazy thing is that now that Disney owns Fox and all the Spider-Man property stuff, they could literally have a crossover movie with Anakin Skywalker versus Sandman, and that would be the most epic fight ever.
Oh well, Disney doesn't own Spider-Man. It's just still a licensing deal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
we have
The deal's
Star
over
Wars
right now,
Legos.
so we need
so-
All right, so
Oh,
Sony,
that's
right?
Yeah, you know what? At this point, Disney owns the world. Like, who's going to stop them?
Yeah.
Who's
They
gonna
control-
stop-
I'm gonna use
The
your
Senate's at
character.
the
but
courts.
it's not yours. Yeah, right. It's not ours. Whatever.
They're too dangerous
Just
to
use
be
it
left
anyway.
alive. You know, Disney.
I feel like Anakin would like turn Sandman into glass, basically.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd love to
probably.
see that scene where it's like Anakin's like, "I don't like sand," and almost like in a Batman-like voice, is like, "Then you're gonna love me."
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Then you're gonna love me.
And then like the
Oxand.
qualms to show the trailer title. I really want to talk about it, so I'm just gonna move on now without a sequitur. This movie, holy fuck, does it make fun of the TASM films, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
first reference I'm thinking about is Electro sees Lizard, and he makes fun of him for his retarded motivation. And I was like, yes!
Yeah.
I want to turn everybody into lizards.
It treats the characters from the TASM movies like they're victims of their own franchise.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't blame the characters in this weird
No,
like
because
that
it's
makes
not their
sense.
fault. It's not their fault.
Yeah, it makes
the
them aware
actor's
of
fault.
their existence. But I honestly, I was shocked at how well they handled Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I loved how they worked with him personally.
Oh,
It just reminds me of how conversations would go when I was talking about TASM back in when it came out. It'd be like, Liz's motivation is so fucking bad, it like partially ruins the film. Not well, there's lots of ruins that film. But then they'd be like, no, it doesn't. This is great motivation. Like, he just wants to turn everyone to lizards. They go, no, actually, he wants to make everybody evolved. And you're like, he wants to turn everybody to
Into
lizards.
lizards.
evolved into lizards.
It's fucking stupid. And that's literally the dialogue. He wants to turn everyone to lizards. No, I wanted to evolve them to the next stage. Like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Like, oh, it was
He's like the
wonderful.
lizard Oppenheimer. It's like, I'm become lizard, destroyer of worlds. This is his whole motivation.
And
Become lizard.
I don't want to understate, by the way, Jamie Foxx's performance made him so much more charming.
So much
as
better.
He's
Electro.
way better.
Like,
He was like,
he's an
oh, yeah.
actual character.
I think he says like, when he tried to turn everybody to lizards. It was crazy. Like, just had him right there.
Crazy.
And just the part when
His reactions in general are really funny. Like
Yeah.
when they come back to the dungeon and they start talking about stuff, and he's like, "Man, I love it here."
And when they're talking
just
about how
feels-
they died,
he
he's
just
like,
feels
I'm
like
about
a
to turn
real
into pure
person.
energy. And
Yeah.
then, oh shit, I was about to die.
Yeah.
Electro is much, and that's like a through line of this film. Characters who had nothing to work with and characters who sucked got salvaged.
Oh,
Like,
I
these
would outright
characters
say
got
Electro has
salvaged.
been fixed by this film.
He's been fixed. Absolutely,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been fixed. He's like a good character now. I like him a lot.
I'm really sorry for Electro's like Amazing Spider-Man 2's Electro's one fan in the chat who's really angry.
It was
He
terrible.
assassinated Electro.
He was terrible. It was terrible. And then this movie
And then
made
they
something
fixed
of
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave him a motivation. They gave him real goals.
But his theme song tells everybody his motives in the
Yeah, he
lyrics.
lied to me. He hates me. Electricity.
And Spider-Man is my enemy.
Well, and
I
sounded
still,
like a
I don't-
rap.
everyone keeps referencing this, and I don't remember it, and I'm not sure that I want to, but it sounds so fucking
It's
cursed.
the song. Like when he
song.
decides that he hates Spider-Man.
don't you know?
I'm Electro.
And by the way, fair dues to Lizard. He basically says in response like, "Last time I saw you, you had bad teeth and like shitty hair. Did you get a makeover?" Like, it's highlighting how dumb Jamie Foxx looked as well. Just like, yep,
Yeah.
this is fun. I'm liking
Hey,
this
look,
a lot.
I have crap teeth. Now they're not crap because I fell into a pool. And then, of course, later in the movie, yeah, I mean, you guys, I want to fight an alien. I like fight a lizard guy, a guy in like a robotic rhino suit.
A Russian guy in a mechanical rhino
Yeah.
suit.
Rhino suit. It's like, hey, you're amazing, all right? You're the negative self-talk, and it's like, it just feels like talking through the camera. It's like, hey, it's not your fault. It is basically Goodwill Hunting
Yeah,
with
we'll,
Spider-Man. It's not your fault. It's like,
well-
yeah, I know. It's not your fault.
We'll highlight them as we go through, but I would argue it's very clear this film is not only trying to make up for some of the mistakes from the TASM films, but also acknowledge, yes, they were shit, but Andrew wasn't.
But Andrew wasn't. It's not his fault.
Yes. I mean, having him
wasn't his
appear
fault.
before Toby and kind of giving him that, big
Giving him a
entrance
meaningful
moment.
payoff with MJ, and the Gwen
Oh yeah,
thing.
saving
like,
him.
cool.
Absolutely.
What
I
a
thought that was
fucking
great.
payoff, dude.
I
Oh,
love
I mean,
that.
there's so many great payoffs in this film.
Like,
They
it's
do
like-
so much with such bad
Being able-
material to work with.
Being able to do that for someone else when you fail to do it for yourself, but that other person is literally you. Like, what a You don't
Yeah,
get to
awesome.
you don't get to deliver that payoff very often. Like
No.
That is a
And
very
they
strange
seized it.
situation to be in.
Yeah.
But they
and they made
seized
it
it
work.
with both hands. They did it
Yeah,
because they cared.
TASM Spider-Man's are easily the worst movies, but I'm like super happy with Andrew. His arc, or Andrew,
we'll get there.
arc in this one.
Don't get
Dude,
him.
I mean,
You don't get him.
yeah, I was about to say something else. I shan't.
Yeah, my favorite scenes with Andrew in this film. It's really good.
So yeah,
someone just asked me like, Jay, Day of the Doctor, like. What do you want? I'm not going to derail the stream for that. Sorry.
And I think it's worth acknowledging that, like, this very easily could have been a Last Jedi thing, where like Toby's Spider-Man had given up. And
oh god, yeah, Ryan would have done it.
Spider-Man.
Ryan would have fucking done it.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
deconstruct your heroes. This felt like the anti-Last Jedi movie.
Yeah,
We're gonna
good.
respect the things that came before. Yeah, we're not
Uh,
gonna shit on anyone except Doctor Strange, but they don't know they did. To make all this stuff work, you know.
Andrew would have been a psychopathic killer, and Toby would have given up. He would have been like, "There's no point. We have no right."
There's no point. I thought I could be a hero, but there are no heroes. There are only villains, and I'm one of them.
And Andrew would be
Fuck
like, "My
responsibility.
will should be imposed
Yeah.
on everyone."
Like when they say "great power, great responsibility," that's what May told me. Yeah, and she's dead, isn't she? Yeah.
Oh,
There is a world. There is a multi because there's probably other universes. There's a universe where that happens.
Dude, I kind of want to see the film where Toby just looks him in the eye and goes, "Yeah, and she's fucking dead, isn't she?"
yeah.
That work out for a bitch.
Someone
Welcome to
deep
the
fake
Dead
that to
Relative
it.
Club.
Like, honestly, if I was ever making a film like this, I'd want to do like just a worst possible line of dialogue take for and just release that reel. It's like, I
Yeah.
could have done this.
But I didn't.
The cursed take.
Don't test me.
Release that version of the scene. I feel like that'd be a really fun way to promote
Gotta
films
cry.
like DVD release as well.
It's just Bully Maguire comes through the portal.
Yeah.
Hey,
We
we
all wanna
gotta
see him.
save these heroes. I missed the
part.
part. That's my problem. And then he throws the bomb at Peter and blows him off.
And starts dancing. It's like, yeah.
I liked it when Aunt May said, "Do you want fresh water or salt water?" And
Oh,
I think that joke
What?
wouldn't have been perfect if not for his response, which was like a pause. He just goes,
Yeah,
he doesn't
because I didn't get it.
understand.
I didn't get it.
Like, fresh
And
water
then
it
it's
is.
like,
And the funny thing is, what makes that funny is that's not a particularly crazy idea compared to some of the weird villains and heroes in the world.
Yeah, and I just appreciate as well. He's in evil mode, but he's still just like so confused by that question. Like, what?
I prefer his reaction much more than just the question in and itself being asked. I feel that, like, I'm not sure that I buy Aunt May being that silly. Like, he's a dude. He just has arms on him. I don't know.
Yeah, they
I
definitely
don't.
leaned really heavy on the comedy this time. I'd almost say that they probably did more comedy in this one than the other two. Is that a fair assessment, or am I just?
I'm
Like,
not
they
sure. There is
really
a lot
leaned
of comedy in all three of them,
Yeah, I'm not sure I can
Yeah.
call it.
I need to rewatch the other two.
with a joke counter, I guess. Like, I don't know.
They
And we
definitely
don't get
acknowledged
to count Flash bursting in as a joke. That's not allowed. Not
For a second, I
joke.
thought you were talking about DC Flash, and I got very confused. Just that showing up out of nowhere.
Hi guys,
You've
I'm
never seen
also
where
here.
Flash bursts in.
I
Hello.
too know Peter Parker's secret identity.
Electro and Flint share like their investment and why they're here, and then they get into why. Like, he's like, "How did this happen to you?" And he's like, "Fell into a vat of electric eels." And he's like, "Oh, you're kidding! I fell into a super collider." He's like, "Huh? Gotta be careful we fall."
What? Careful.
Such a great fucking line.
I just like the difference. Like, I fell into eels, and I just dropped into a super collider. It's like, oh, okay.
And then they go a bit further with it later when Andrew Garfield shows up and he's just like, "Oh, Max was such a nice guy before he fell into a vat of electric eels."
That honestly feels like a parody line almost.
Yeah, then the response is great too. It just says like, "Nah, that'll do the trick."
That'll do it.
Yeah.
It's like that's how my boy Gary died. You know, it's like
Um,
small world.